This is Volt, a creative 3-in-1 distortion module designed for Beam, our multi-effects engine. Volt combines complex analog emulated circuitry, finely tuned multiband compression, and a unique feedback delay network to electrify any sound. Let's get saturated. You can use the Volt node like any other Beam effect. Simply drag and drop the effect onto the Beam and click on the node to show its controls. Volt has 3 main knobs: heat, crush, and charge, along with custom filters designed to control the color and contour of the distortion sound. The feedback section seamlessly integrates these effects into a refined feedback delay network designed to simulate the analog feedback in guitar amplifiers. The heat knob acts as an asymmetric distortion unit for emulating the sound of a tube amplifier. At its lowest, it provides a warm, velvety saturation. As you turn the knob, the overdrive intensifies, adding grit and energy to the signal. Push it to the limit, and you'll hear the signal crackle and break up, mimicking the raw, unpredictable behavior of an amplifier pushed to its edge. The crush knob allows you to manipulate the underlying bits of the audio signal. This adds a digital punch and crisp to the incoming signal, similar to the effect of a bit inverter. This effect works great on bass for adding moving harmonics. The charge knob is a multi-band compressor for making the incoming signal brighter with punchier transients. Similar to an OTT-like effect, as the knob value increases, the input signal becomes more compressed as the high end becomes more prominent and starts to shimmer. At its max, it introduces a mild saturation. Use each algorithm individually or combine to create your ideal blend of distortion. After blending, experiment with filters, color, and contour to emphasize details within your mix. Increase the percentage of color to transition from warm to bright distortion resonance. Increase the percentage of contour to focus on mid-range frequencies. Now let's take a look at the feedback section. The feedback delay network in Volt integrates the heat, charge, and crush effects into a dynamic feedback system inspired by the organic feedback resonance of guitar amplifiers. Here's how to harness its power. The frequency knob determines the delay time of each feedback line. Experiment with this setting to shape the rhythmic qualities of the feedback. Offset one delay line frequency from the other with scatter. This introduces variations for a more dynamic and unpredictable texture. The XY pad can be used to control frequency and scatter simultaneously. Adjust the diffusion parameter to reduce resonances and alter the timbre of the feedback by mixing the 2 delay lines together. With the open knob, control the intensity of the feedback in the delay lines. Lower values create tighter, more controlled feedback. Higher values produce extended feedback that rings out, adding a more sustained feedback sound. And finally, you can use the universal depth knob to control the overall amount of the distortion settings. This is different from a standard mix knob, since it's not controlling the amount of wet signal, but rather the intensity of each volt setting. By combining these controls, you can sculpt anything from tight, controlled saturation to expansive reverb-like resonances. Experiment with different combinations to discover unique distortion responses. The Volt node comes with 25 node presets and a new Beam preset pack called High Voltage containing 75 global presets. You can access node presets by clicking the search icon here. We've also included 30 new custom cabinet impulse responses for Beam's Space node, which can be used in tandem with Volt. For more detailed descriptions of each control, please check out our Beam manual. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy Volt.